Alrighty, let's get going. Welcome back to The Legend of Dragoon Epic Let's Play. Today, we are making our journey through the end of Disc 3 and probably on to Disc 4, I would think. Seems like we're at the end of Disc 3 now. Before we get started, I do have some news for you YouTube peeps out there. If you've been watching The Legend of Dragoon Let's Play, or if you've popped onto my stream over the past month, then you know that we've been doing a bit war. The bit war was to celebrate our 1 year of being an anniversary, the 1 year anniversary of being an affiliate of Twitch, and it was an incredible bit war. It was a lot of fun, and at the very end of the bit war, there was a big power struggle between Team Tails and Team Dance, and Team Dance ended up winning. So we decided that over the summer we're going to do a platinum of the PS3 version of Dance Dance Revolution, which I have sitting right here. This game right here, DDR for PS3. However, we played this game last week after Legend of Dragoon, and well, it was it was an experience. I was led to believe, after playing this game casually for for quite a while, I played it quite a bit casually, that once you unlocked all the songs, you pretty much got the ability to just play the hard songs and get all the trophies from the hard songs. I was very wrong. There is a mode in this game called Club Mode, and in order to get the platinum, you must play Club Mode and get basically master every song, which means getting experience for every song, RPG style. And the songs you get are random. And there's 4 boss songs that only appear at the end of a 20-song long marathon. And you have to play very, very well. And this 20-song long marathon always starts with the same, like, 8 or 9 terribly boring songs. And it was quite apparent from the get-go that we were going to have to play some of the most boring music you could imagine. Hey Soul Sister by Train, a Gorillaz song, which the Gorillaz are great, but not necessarily in Dance Dance Revolution. And some other, Jason Mraz song. Over and over again on the easiest difficulty. I mean, I'm talking like literally you're sitting there just going like stomp, stomp. I mean, it's really that bad. Like 9 songs in a row, hundreds of times before you get these boss songs to appear. And when they appear, you get a little bit of experience for it, and then you have to do it again. So it was a miserable experience. Let's just put it that way. And so I contacted most of the people who donated for #dance. And I said, listen, I'm all for like abusing myself on stream. Like, we did thousands of attempts of Crash Bash. I've done some of the hardest platinums. I'm working on Super Meat Boy. I've done speedruns. Like, I am not above torturing myself on stream for your enjoyment. But this would just torture everybody. Like, this would just not be entertaining to anybody. So I talked to them about it, and they said, you know what? Why don't you just do #Tails? I see, I'm throwing it on the ground. I hate it so much. And they said, why don't you just do #Tails? It was a close bid war, and we would like to see #Tails as well. So I said, all right, this is what we're gonna do. This Friday, today, we're going to do one more #Dance-a-thon, but we're not going to play this terrible game. Instead, we're going to play some of the old classic DDR games, some of the PS2 DDR games, some of the spin-offs, I think Dance Factory is one of them, and I have another spin-off game. And we're also going to play some other rhythm games, like Frequency on PS2, which is one of my favorite rhythm games of all time. So we're going to do that tonight. And then next week, we're going to start a Tales Let's Play, and we voted on which Tales game we're going to play, and it's going to be Tales of Symphonia. So starting next week, we're going to start doing Legend of Dragoon Let's Play in the morning, and then Let's Play Tales of Symphonia in the afternoon. And I'm going to try to get both Let's Plays on YouTube. So have them both going on at the same time. Maybe upload Legend of Dragoon at 5:30 and then Let's Play Tales of Symphonia at like 6 or something. I'm hoping my computer can handle that much rendering and that much uploading. Some of the Tales episodes might be a little late because of that, because I don't know if my computer can actually render them fast enough. But I'm going to do my best to try to get all of the episodes of Legend of Dragoon and all the episodes of Tales of Symphonia up every week. So you have that to look forward to. We got 2 Let's Plays going on at the same time. So if you are interested in Tales of Symphonia, you can look forward to that. It should be really cool. And if you want to see some classic DDR action, then stick around after Legend of Dragoon today. And we'll be doing some Dance Dance Revolution. I'm sure there'll be some highlights of that on YouTube as well for the YouTube people. What's up, Orange Circuits? Okay, we're going backwards, I think. No. That's wrong. We're going forwards. We're going up to the top left-hand corner, right?
Yes! Go! 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 Moon strike!
Moon strike. Parappa the Rapper is awesome. We've played Parappa the Rapper a lot on stream though, so I probably won't do that today. Like, we played the entire first game twice. We played the second game all the way through. We've done just about everything there is to do with Parappa the Rapper. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't played, yeah, we're going to Bellweb. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't played the remaster. There's a remaster on PS4. And I have not played that. But I heard it's not really that great. Like, it's great if you want to just play the game again, but it's not like, you know, if you already have the classic, it's not like that exciting to play. Is the game too loud? It sounds a little loud. Also, I somehow blocked. Yeah, game looks a little loud. I'm turn down a little bit. See if that's better. I gotta stop screwing with my audio sliders. Then I get to like Legend of Dragoon and I'm like, crap, I don't know how loud it is. That's right, we went and got all these chests. That is not what I said, Twiggy. I said Parappa the Rapper is great, but the remake is not that exciting if you already own the original. Because it's just slightly better looking. I don't think they did much to it. There is trophies though, I think. Yeah, so we gotta do this snow slide again. But Zulok gave us the solutions. So I'll have to use them so we're not here forever. Oh, like that. Ni no Kuni is one of my favorite games on the PS3. Potentially the best game I've ever played on the PS3. And that's saying a lot, because the PS3 is an amazing console. But in terms of like the amount of work they put in the game, the amount of actual like fun I had playing the game, and how much content in the game, like it might be the best PS3 game I've ever played. We did an entire platinum of it on stream. You can see me getting the platinum. There's a video of it. Video of me getting the platinum at the end of the game. I don't remember if we had any other highlights from Ni no Kuni, but getting the platinum was one. As for Ni no Kuni 2, I own it. I played a little bit of it, but I haven't had time to play anymore. But I like it so far. But yeah, Ni no Kuni 1 is like one of my favorite games of all time. I've never really felt quite an amazing sense of adventure as I did when I played that game. Game's truly an adventure. I don't think I've played a game past PS2 that has really given me that amazing, like, classic RPG feel as Ni no Kuni did. Okay, so I want to hit it at 1, 3, and 4. Magic shield. Yeah, I mean, Ni no Kuni 2 got, like, great ratings across the board, so I think it's safe to say it's a good game. Ni no Kuni 1, I can't say enough about it. Like, if you own a PS3 and you don't own Ni no Kuni, what are you doing? Go buy it. Magic shield's a repeat item. Nullifies magical attack for 3 turns. That sounds incredible. I was gonna throw away an attack ball and then I was like, you know what? I'll just use it during the next fight. But now I'm not going to because it's a simple.
Spinning king.
Yeah, Albert doesn't know. He's not familiar in the ways of magic. He gets hit by a magic attack and he's like, "What is this wizardry?" and just dies. Horrible death. What's up, Darmo? How you doing? Although I do agree that Lavitz is better than Albert, I'm pretty sure Lavitz also got destroyed by magic. God, I can't even read it because it's white. Probably not the best attack item to get against an enemy called Windy Weasel. Again, literally, that's why I always throw away attack balls, because they literally always use the wrong element. Of all the elements it could pick, it always picks the worst one.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade. Let's see what we got going on with our additions so I can kind of keep track of them. Moonstrike is level 2. Hard Blade is very close to being done, but I don't have anything else to equip after that, really. I just realized More gives 102 SP. That's insane. In 2 hits, it gives 102 SP. Spinning Cane is done, so we can go to Rod Typhoon. Yo, Daffy T with the beautiful 6-month resub. My man, thank you so much for being here for half a year. Enjoy your foam figure emotes, and I love you. Thank you for being part of the crew. Two and 4 for the other one. Cool. Oh, I don't remember how to do that one. No! Dude, that catches you so off guard. You're like never ready for that. I'm gonna have to start holding my hand on the circle just in case. The thing that makes countering so hard in this game is you're so used to trying to hit the X button at the right, like, you know, momentum, that my thumb normally rests on like here. So to hit circle, I gotta like move it over. And if you're not ready for it, you like never make it in time. Wow, that addition looks incredibly dumb. You just like spin-a-roonies.
Die. Hard blade.
Yes. Go.
Wow.
Rod Typhoon.
That's certainly a typhoon, dude. That's spinning power. Yeah, it's really just the ones on like the fast editions can be hard. Oh, that didn't work. Two and 4 didn't work. I think it might be 1, 2, 4. I think 1 sends you to the right a little bit. And it looked like I came up short by the left a little bit. Start using these in regular fights because they're so good. Just makes things easier.
Yes. Go.
Dang it. The first one we got was the magic shield.
Rod Typhoon.
Alright. That's the memeiest meme I've ever seen. I did 360 damage with the friggin' Rod Typhoon attack.
Yes.
That's a meme right there.
Die. Hard blade.
I need a picture of that. Dude just spin-a-roonied all over him and did 360 damage.
Yes.
Dang it. Why am I so bad at that addition?
Rod Typhoon.
Oh god, I did it again. This is amazing. 360 no-scope Typhoon. Let's go. 360 Typhoon scope. And horns. Zuloff did say that this game doesn't have damage rolls, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I prefer a game with damage rolls or not, to be honest. I think a game without damage rolls is really nice because you know exactly how much damage you're going to do. And you can use that to strategize better. Everything you're looking at says press X at the second and fourth prompts. I don't know, man. That's exactly what I did. It didn't work. And I even got the sound cue, you know.
Yes. Go.
I can try again.
Rod Typhoon!
Now I gotta do like 900 damage. You have to slide down the left side of the warning sign? Oh, let's see, that's why. Wow, I'm glad I had you look up the solution then, because that's a lot of different like possibilities that it could be if you can go down the left or the right side, and there's 4 different buttons to hit. It's like 7 million damage.
Rod Typhoon!
360 no scope typhoon.
Yes! Go!
No! Welcome to How to Not Do Additions with me. Oh god, Rose is dead.
Rod Typhoon!
Yo, Samsel. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Do 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 do. Alright, so right side. Dancer's Ring. That sounds good. Is that like a speed thing? Probably girl only. Increases agility. Yeah, so it's an agility ring, but for girls. So it's Bandit's Ring for girls. And can give you some serious speed boost if you have it with the dancer shoes, which I do have Rose with the dancer shoes, so I could get rid of the magical ring, give her the dancer's ring, and now she's super Speedy Gonzalez. It's the DDR ring. Wow, really?
Yes! Go!
Now if I throw the speed up on her, she's gonna get like 87 turns.
Go! Moon strike!
Why Meru is the strongest in the game? Why? Because she can like get all the speed up and stuff and be super speedy. Speed does seem to mean a lot in this game. Because if you just like throw items every time it's your turn, and you're like super fast, you can just melt people.
Rod Typhoon!
So you guys excited for E3? It's literally next week, right?
Yes! Go!
By the time the YouTube people are watching this, E3 should be going on. It's kind of funny how much stuff's already been leaked from E3 though. That big Walmart thing, a bunch of games got leaked. I mean, they were mostly stuff that we expected though. It wasn't like anything crazy. Excited is a strong word. See, I kind of feel the same way. I used to be so into like E3 and video game like announcements and stuff, and now I just don't care anymore. That's kind of sad. Especially given my occupation. You would think I'd be like the first one to be watching E3, but honestly, I don't know. I've gotten into the habit of just buying games that look appealing to me and not really like watching reviews or previews because they just ruin the experience. You know? Every time I watch like a preview for something, I get really excited and then it ends up sucking. Or when I read a review, it always says it's crap, so I don't buy it. And then one day I realized that I should have bought it because it was something I would have enjoyed. So like, you know, I've pretty much gotten to the point where I just wait for games to come out, let people buy them, and if it sounds like something I'm interested in, I buy it used and, you know, play it when everyone else is done playing it. And I just enjoy it a lot more. I enjoy playing games when they're not in the spotlight. When they're in the spotlight, I get all these preconceived notions, and then the game doesn't live up to the potential in my brain. So I buy it after the fact, and I just enjoy it for what it is. So if I watch E3 and I get super excited for like Kingdom Hearts 3 or something, you know, it's gonna come out, and then I'm gonna be like, Kingdom Hearts 3 might be the only outlier, actually. I'm obviously excited to see what they say about Kingdom Hearts 3, but I'm not that excited because I know they can just lie, because that's what Square does. They can be like, oh, December this year, and everyone's gonna be like, wow, finally this release date, oh my god, it's amazing. And everyone's gonna like yell at me when I tell them, you know, don't be so excited because they could just push it back. No, it's for real this time, and then they like push it back. Never played this game? It's a very good game if you enjoy classic PS1 RPGs. I would highly recommend it. You can watch my Let's Play on YouTube if you want to see like the beginning of the game and get a better idea of what it's like. But this game is very well liked. I know 2 people that it's their favorite game of all time. And many other people who enjoy it a lot. Here we are at the capital city Bellweb. The 7 Towers. Is Diaz waiting for us somewhere in there? That is the Tower of the 7 Dragoons. Why did they capitalize the, but nothing else? What? That is the Tower of the 7 Dragoons. Shouldn't it be the Tower of the 7 Dragoons? Capitalize the tower and capitalize the 7. The throne of the Holy Emperor is underneath there. We are standing at the legendary place where humans began their liberation. I wonder if it is an abominable place as well. You think too much. It's the same as Cadessa, isn't it? When you drag the past around, you cannot walk anywhere. When you drag the past around, you cannot walk anywhere. That's an interesting line. It is true, Meru, the Forbidden Land that was the royal capital of the Wingleys. And this Bellweb is a mere historic ruin. Yes. We can do nothing but settle for the present. I mean, we can do whatever we want. We're human beings. We're adults. I doubt we'll hear anything about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'd be pretty surprised. This is the year of Kingdom Hearts 3. They're just gonna push Kingdom Hearts 3. And if they do say anything about the remake, it's just gonna be blowing smoke up our butts because they haven't actually worked on it. Where I would be surprised is if they came out and they were like, we have new, you know, stuff. Like more than just like pictures, they had like a whole gameplay That would surprise me. Anything less than that, I'm pretty expectant.
Yes. Go.
God dang it. I still have not timed that out. These things are weird. This enemy's cracking me up. He's got this ball, like he's gonna do some magic wizardry with it, and then he just walks up and smacks you with it. Yeah, is that Baldo? Is that Baldo I'm looking at? From Soul Calibur? He even moves like him. I like how they're called Terminators too. I do agree that they talk about graphics way too much at E3. Like back when the PS3 era was a thing, it made sense because everyone was so into graphics back then. But nowadays, graphics are literally like the last thing people look at in games. You know, like there's always one game that's like the supreme example of where graphics are. I think, what's that game that everyone's talking about? Detroit Become Human. I think that's like the graphics game of this year. Everyone's talking about how great the graphics look. It's like, okay, we can talk about the graphics in Detroit Human for like 5 minutes. But after that, like, understand that no one cares about graphics anymore. All of the games that like did well this year all had like retro graphics and weren't even like, or even just graphics that didn't really stand up to like AAA companies. So it's like, you know, get your spiel out about how good the graphics look in Detroit, and then stop talking about it because no one cares. Everyone's looking for gameplay right now. That's why remakes are so popular right now, because people want to see good gameplay from olden days. Everyone wants to see like Spyro. You know, they want it to look pretty, but they're not looking for some like realistic dragon Spyro. They're looking for just the gameplay of the old great games.
Yes! Go! 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 Moon strike!
AAA games have gone downhill the last couple of years. I've mentioned this before, but the Game Informer that I got last month, they had an article about the top, well, every year they do like the top 50 games of the year, and they did it for last year. So actually, this wasn't last month's issue, this was like 2 months ago, I think. So they did it in like February. But anyways. There were more indie game titles than AAA titles on their top 50. Which says something. Granted, there's more indie companies than AAA companies, so that kind of deters it a little bit, but... This is gonna hurt now. Yeah. But still, you know, it says something that there's more indie companies making good games than there are AAA companies making good games.
Rod Typhoon!
No, it's harder to get excited about AAA games because they come out and they're like, this is gonna be the best game ever. This is the greatest game since, you know, oh, Black Ops 4, it's going to be the best shooter game of all time. Like, indie companies don't do that. Indie companies just kind of come under the radar and you find it and you're like, oh, this game's great. AAA companies, you get all this hype and then you expect so much and then you buy it and you're like, eh. It wasn't fun until I paid $80 for the $20 DLC in the game and then it was good. Meanwhile, you get some indie game, you see it on the PSN store, it's like $10, you're like, whatever, I'll try it. And then it ends up being like one of your favorite games of the year. And you're like, wow. It just feels like so much more bang for your buck than a AAA game that's $60 to start off with, and then you end up buying the DLC for another $20, and then, you know, you end up getting sick of it. Wow, I thought he could only all-out attack after he charges, but he didn't even charge. These things are rough, man. They do so much damage. I'm trying to just, like, heal up. Like, he's Oh yeah, Evil Land 2 was amazing, and it was long. Like, for a game made by like 3 people or whatever. I don't even remember what the credits were like. Super short. I think the original Evil Land was made by like 2 guys or something, and then the Evil Land 2 was made by a little more. But yeah, like we had so much more fun playing Evil Land than we did a lot of the AAA games we played. What you got there, Mrs. Snack?
Chocolate log.
A chocolate log?
So it's like-
What? Is that actually what it's called though? Who would name their candy bar chocolate log? Puffer. Only actually it's a log. Peace out. Yeah, this is a good enemy to heal on because you can only hit one person at a time. Well, I always start.
Die. Hard blade.
But yeah, it's been a struggle with AAA games this year. There's definitely been some great ones, but in general, it's been a frustration with the gamers, I think. You know, AAA companies have made a lot of terrible decisions this year. And oh, hold on. Brother, there are no customers here. I'm not doubting your word, though. Don't worry. Believe me, there are always customers, even in this kind of place. Okay, I believe you, brother. You're right, brother. There are really customers. It's all due to the skills in my passionate merchant's soul. Dude, it's all due to the skills in my passionate merchant's soul. What? You have to learn from this. I know you're peddlers, we've seen you like 100 times. But yeah, AAA companies have really gone into the they've fallen into this mode where they just copy what everyone else is doing. They just copy what's popular. And it's really frustrating, especially for some companies, Square Enix, where like they've made a name for themselves not copying off of other people and just doing what they do well. You know, Square Enix for the longest time, everyone else is doing, you know, fighting games are popular, shooter games are popular. Square Enix doesn't go down that road. They just keep making their RPGs. They just keep making Final Fantasy games. And they did great. And then one day, Enix came along and they were like, you know, we see what you got going here, but we need to put some more MMO in it and some more, you know, this is what's popular. And it ruins everything. And every company is doing the same thing. You know, Fortnite's popular for 2 months and freaking Black Ops is like, oh, better have a battle royale or else it's not a video game. Like, no, it is a video game. It's Black Ops. I will buy it because I enjoyed Black Ops 2 and 3. I will buy 4. You don't have to make it a battle royale. You're literally ruining your fan base by making it a battle royale. Like, they just don't get it. I don't know. It's weird. Like, this is coming from someone who's never sold a video game in their life, but to me, they just don't get their fan base at all. Like, the fans of Black Ops 4 are the fans of Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 wasn't a battle royale. So, like, put it together. Like, just make Black Ops 3 again. People will buy it. I mean, yeah, there's always the argument that you want to add new things, but a battle royale isn't the thing to add. It's just like, and then Fallout might be good, but again, it's like Fallout up until this point was a single player experience that everybody loved. Making it multiplayer now, like, what does that add? I don't understand. pretty weird. Oh, wow. So this gives you attack and defense instead of attack and magic. I forget what... I think he has the bandit's ring, yeah, because he's really slow. So I'll probably just keep him with that. Oh yeah, and they're taking out single player from the new Black Ops, which is frustrating to me, because Black Ops was like the only Call of Duty game that I enjoyed the story from, and they're taking it out. I can't exactly, like, say that's a bad thing, though. Like, I don't blame them for doing that, because the percentage of people that play the single player is quite low. Although I've seen some research done saying that more people play the single player than we think do. But still, it's, you know, I don't necessarily blame them for taking on the single player. It kind of makes sense. But me, myself, I'm a little sad about it because I really liked the story of Black Ops and I wanted to play more of it, and now I can't. I'm gonna get rid of... Healing fogs or healing breezes? Maybe a little bit of both. Yeah, Dart has the attack badge, but I like it because it gives him magic, and Dart has like that super fire dragon. So with the magic damage, it's like, ooh baby. Dart, look at that huge battery. That's a battery? That looks like a rock. Humans shot huge arrows from there, aiming at the Tower of Flamnel, or Flamgold. And back then, humans thought this way, that the arrow would not only shear the darkness that covers the earth, but also shear their corrupted hearts which were accustomed to being ruled. Why are you suddenly starting to say this? Rose, what are you talking about? I don't know, I still cannot tell. But if we meet the guy who claims he is Diaz, I think we can find out the reason. I'm speaking nonsense again, let's keep going. A hero from history is waiting for us. Rose, you're a strange one. I have been waiting for you. You are Shirley? You are surely mistaken. Why? Why are you here? You ascended to heaven, I thought. Before that, I had something I had to take care of in here, Bellweb. That was English. I couldn't leave the trapped souls alone in this world. Are you talking about... Yes, the 4 souls of the Dragoons who lost their lives during the Dragon campaign. Their souls were drawn to Mayfill, the gate of the Inferno from which you can never return, is requesting the souls of the Dragoons. The Death City Mayfill? I thought it was destroyed. I don't know how, but it is true that the gate of the Inferno is open. Rose, I made their souls inert and anchored them in this place, but there is a limit to my power. After you meet Diaz, please visit this place again and lead their souls to heaven. The souls of the Dragoons are wandering somewhere in the towers. But we have to take care of something else now. Let's go find Diaz. What the heck? Which way do I go? Oh. After you meet Diaz, please visit this place again and lead their souls to heaven. Okay, so this is where the souls are. Can I use the save point though? Is that a succubus? Oh, I called it. Called it.
Die.
Yo, Nate Paz, thanks for the host.
Blade.
How's it going, man? Yeah, so I don't know. E3 is gonna be weird. I have a website saved that'll give me like the highlights of E3 so that we can talk about it on stream. But I'm probably not gonna watch it myself. It's just not my thing anymore, I guess. And I'm so busy and I'd rather do other things than sit in front of my screen and watch people talk. I don't know. I guess I'm weird, because you would think, like, being a gamer guy, a Twitch streamer, that I would be, like, all over E3, but... And I do enjoy hearing about it and talking about it, but just actually watching it, it's like, I have so many other things to do, and I don't want to just sit there and watch and be, like, blowing smoke up everyone's butt. Oh, this, you know, the game's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna have dogs in it. Like, I remember watching some of E3, like, the year that Black Ops 3 came out. Or, not even Black Ops 3, it was, I think it was Modern Warfare. And listening to him talk made me want to throw up. It's gonna have this, and this, and this. And I can't, I guarantee there's gonna be, like, so much VR talk, and I swear if I listen to one more person talk about VR, they'll, like, hurl. Not that VR isn't cool, but I care so little about VR, and that's like all anyone talks about anymore. It drives me crazy. It's also, like, Sony cares so much about VR, and it's sickening to me.
Yes. Go.
Like, when all the other fads have happened, Sony was always like, okay, we'll make something that goes with the fad, but we're going to concentrate on good sit-down with the controller gameplay. You know, when, like, motion controls were a thing, they're like, alright, we're going to make the move, but we're still focusing on controller-based good games. When Microsoft was like, we're going to make our Xbox One X is going to be like a VCR and a media center and a game system, Sony was like, nope, PS4 is still a gaming system. We're focused on just gaming systems. Then VR comes out and Sony's like, what are video games? VR, dude. VR is everything. All they talk about is VR. It's like, man, no, I don't care. Like, I know some people like VR, but I don't. I really don't. I don't care. I just don't. It's a fad. It's gonna be gone in a few years. Make way for the next thing. Maybe not. Maybe VR becomes really, as it gets better, because right now the software sucks, but... Well, I shouldn't say it sucks, but it's not there yet, in my opinion. But, as the hardware gets better, it might become a more normal thing, but to me, VR is still something that would be great in arcades, but not at home. That's my opinion. Like, I want to go to a VR arcade. That would be amazing. Go with my friends, we could all play VR games, there could be like multiplayer setup, and, we all play together, and it'd be really cool. At home, it's just like way too expensive. You gotta make like a whole room dedicated to VR so you don't knock anything over. It's not... I don't know, man. It just doesn't come off as like a home console to me. It seems like something you would do with your friends once for fun, not something you do like every day.
Typhoon!
Die. Hard blade.
Me personally, I just don't like VR because I don't get the sensation as well as other people do.
Go!
Never have. Like 3D, never really felt the sensation that much. I've tried some of the... I have a buddy who works for... doesn't work for Microsoft, but he has connections with Microsoft. And he got a prototype of a one of those glasses that, like, what do they call it? It's not VR, but it's where, like, you can see everything normally, but then, like, the game appears on, like, the wall. Augmented reality, that's what it is. So we got, like, these augmented reality glasses that were like a game, and the game was like, I was sitting in my basement and there were like aliens coming out of the wall and you had to like shoot them and they would go back in the wall, and it would actually look like the aliens are coming out of your walls, which was kind of neat. But I didn't really get it too much. My eyes weren't deceived that well. They kind of just looked like someone had put a regular TV on my wall. Rose's headband. I'm gonna have to guess that's for Rose. Hairband. Avoids instant death. Holy cow, look at that reduction in magic defense, though. Oh no, it's not that bad. Never mind. It's like 10. I was looking at 73 to 35, and I was like, holy cow. But total, it's only like 10. And it gives her 6 more magic attack. But it also avoids instant death, which is kind of neat. So I'll play along. You have the Night Helm. Is this better than the Night Helm? Gives you some magic defense, which is kind of nice because you need it. But it also avoids a bunch of stuff, which I don't think your Night Helm does. But it does give you SP when attacked. Do I want SP when I'm attacked, or do I want to block a lot of stuff? I'm gonna keep the Phoenix Bloom. Just because it gives him magic defense, which is something he kind of needs. So yeah, like, if you like VR, that's awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it. And I hope the money you spent on the system was worth it. But I am definitely not a VR guy. It's just not my thing. And the more that the companies talk about it, when, in my opinion, it's just kind of a fad, the more annoyed I get. Shauna! Oh gosh, she's a wizard. Diaz. Here are all the 3 Divine Moon objects. There are no more obstacles to hinder our utopia. Release the girl. Why, you're just gonna give them to him? Fine. Well, at least Lloyd's a bro and gave Shauna back. Diaz! What are you going to do with the Divine Moon objects? But we've discussed this. Didn't you hear it from Lloyd? Yes, we did. You don't have to repeat it. My only desire is the advent of the last species. If you are the true Diaz, you should know what that implies. Total destruction. What are you... Lloyd, well done bringing me the Moon Gem, Moon Dagger, and Moon Mirror. Now we can let the Virage Embryo, the god of destruction, the last species we desire, the true Virage, arise. I will create the utopia you wanted after the Virage Embryo purges the world. Everything so far was an overture to that. Lloyd, he showed you a false utopia from the beginning. You deceived me. My utopia exists in the future of this world. What I desire is the creation of the future, not the destruction of this world. Wow, Lloyd, you're dumb. I don't need you anymore. Arg! Wow. Straight up rip Lloyd, dude. Good lord. Diaz, what are you thinking? I don't need to hide anymore. Ooh, cutscene. Wait, you were in a chair? You didn't look like you were in a chair.
It's been a while. Rose, Dart. Father?
Dun dun dun.